Don't do that to me,
Period.
girl.
Michelle is always late, so we're gonna get started without her.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. It is
Yes.
Glow Gang
Welcome to the V
episode.
Day edition. Where your
Yes.
drink, boo?
It's here. I'm actually still waiting for my laptop to load so I can switch because it's
Oh,
getting
okay.
there.
Here, Shanice, right here.
Being on
Okay,
my
okay,
phone.
okay.
I'm gonna need you heifers to stop going live before me and wait for me. Wait for us, sister.
When you're not communicating, it's
Y'all
giving.
I
know
like
my
the hair. We both some Babianas, okay?
I heard that the toxic
Bitches act when they get a
follow your
bob. They don't know how to act.
Okay, well, we're all
What's your
here.
little love ballads in the back? What's going on?
Definitely not me.
It's me, but it's definitely not love season over here, so don't play. Is it
Right.
loud?
It's definitely loud. It definitely will get us banned from YouTube.
Oh, well, that's for Facebook. But anywho, it's down.
Okay.
Y'all still hear it?
So no, you're good. I think you're good. Let me tell y'all how I tried to be grown and go outside, and now I have to come live and direct with y'all with my leg up in the bed.
But why would you?
Y'all know.
Really?
Yes, girl.
Where did you go?
I'm doing a bid. All right. I understand Dre and them.
Okay, but they did their bid. They sat down, they laid down and did their bid. So what are you doing, sis? Like,
I went to
what are
Wegmans.
you doing?
I had to get outside. I had to get outside. I was
For
going
what?
crazy. I literally just wanted to go outside and walk. That's all I did. Bought a few groceries.
But then did you hurt yourself?
Yes, girl, this thing is swollen, ballooned up. That's why I'm not live and direct where I'm at right now. My leg is up, iced out. It's all right.
Well, you still look good.
Well, you know how the girls talk, Glow Gang do. You know,
That's all that matters. That you
still
should
gotta pull it together.
All right. So where did she go?
I don't know.
Now
All right.
she kicked me out.
Who?
You didn't leave me to get blocked yet.
You definitely not in Black Lagoon just yet, but you could be there. So let's get straight into it. Today's episode is What's Love Got to Do with It?
Yes.
Valentine's Day is on Monday. So by the time we see you again, it will be after that. We got a few hot topics. I feel like they're kind of in alignment with Valentine's Day, but maybe not. But the talk of the town is the Tinder swindler. So I just need y'all to know my enemies are after me. Could y'all please send me some money? I need like 30K right now.
Peter, you got Peter. He's bloody. Oh my god.
Let me send the pics so y'all can see
Tinder
my
swindler
security
was wild, like for real. That was intense. I couldn't stop watching.
So I haven't watched it. What is it about?
All right. So a recap of the Tinder swindler. Obviously, you all know Tinder is a dating website. So with the Tinder swindler, this guy was on there, flossing, got all these pics. He's in designer. He's on vacations. He's on yachts. So when you swiping the pics to see him, you're like, okay, it's lit. I definitely want to go on a date with him. Boom, you get a date. The first date, he's like showing all out. You know what I'm saying? It's a great dinner.
The first date, like we talked about, is on the jet, sis.
It's on a private jet, sis.
What?
He's showing out. You're on a private jet to another
Getting
country.
flew out.
Just real quick.
And he's fine, and he's dipped down in designer.
Period.
Okay.
So then you go on this first date. You're like, okay, I'm feeling them. Of course, most of them was giving up the buns after the first date because he went all out. He
they
got
done
big money.
The group chat like, y'all, I'm done, and y'all
hit the group chat like, yo, I'm on the private jet. I'm gonna hit you tomorrow. That's all you got. Mm-hmm. So he is describing himself as the son of a diamond tycoon. So you're like, oh, he got money, and then he's showing you he got money, so you're all in. Next day is still pretty flossy, at a nice hotel, Four Seasons, whatever. And then, third day, let's just say y'all still kicking it. Third day, he come visit you at your hometown because it's like somewhere in London. but they live in different cities. So he pop up at your hometown. So you really feeling him like, oh, he went out of his way. He's this huge businessman stopping on his way to making a deal to come see me. Now you in love. Bam. So a month later, he's like, oh, I just got robbed. He sent you some pictures of him and his bodyguard all beat up. And he's like, yo, can you please send me 30,000? They cancel all my credit cards. I need 30K.
And he's telling you that he belongs to this like diamond family.
Right. But see, that's the first red flag in this story because, bro, hit your dad up. Like, why are you calling me? That's
so
this is where it couldn't have been a black girl because we asked so many questions. Where's your dad? Where's your mom? Do you have some siblings? Like, I'm not sending you nothing. But anyways, they're in love. He dicked them down. Clearly, the dick had to be good too because, you know. So he dicked them down. They send 30K. Bam. Now it's like, oh, I'm going to put you on payroll on the company so that we can get this credit card in your name and in the company name. And long story short, he get with a new chick. He's doing the same thing to her. So he using your money on the next bitch, whining and dining her, showing her the good time on a private jet.
Ponzi scheme. But
it's
basically
dating Ponzi.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
That's exactly what it is.
What was the total? What was the total amount that he ended up swindling out of all these?
The last girl, I want to say she had dropped like 105,000.
But he got 10 million total. Like that's the estimated what he got. 10 million. Listen, I'm just like, can you teach a class, sir? I want to know how to live this life.
And he only did like 5.
Winning.
He only did like 5 months in jail.
Right. So he got sentenced to 15 months. He got charged with like 4 different counts of fraud. Got sentenced to 15 months, did 5, and now he back out here swindling.
And he never got charged with anything that he did to the girls. He only got charged.
He was charged with 100. I mean, he had 100K followers on IG. So he back here making his rounds again. Nobody cares.
Yeah, basically.
So, ladies, are you guys like impressed? How soon are you impressed? Like, because it sounds like he did a couple of flashy things and then they were all in. Here's 30K. Like,
so here's the thing. He did a lot of attention giving. You know what I'm saying? He knew what to do to get a woman in. It wasn't just the money. You know what I'm saying? He was sending all the texts throughout the day.
Yeah, he was very responsive. He was sending voice notes, FaceTime.
So I can see you being impressed, but again, here's my thing. The first time you hit me for some money and you come from a family of money, I'm confused. Are you on the outs with the family? Like, why are you hitting me instead of your dad? He's living. And then don't you got a trust fund? Like usually when people have money like this and they come from money like this, there's money around. So you would never need to be on my line about no money. And then I'm not respecting you as a businessman. Like I have a bunch of questions. If you asking me for that type of money that soon, ain't no dick that fired. Not for me.
Right. I agree.
It's not giving that.
I agree. But then, you know, I'm like so sweet and kind-hearted, right? Like I could see myself like, he's gonna give it back.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, he made them think that he was giving them fake checks. Like, here you go, 50,000, even though you gave me 10,000. Like, he was a big cat.
He was huge cap. Then
I gotta watch that.
And then it was good, girl. Watch it. Mimi, did you watch Tinder Swindler and Ain't Enough Tension in the World? 30,000. I don't care what you're giving me. Don't ask me for no money. The answer is no. Yes, always, Brandon. I'm stingy. I'm stingy. Yes. Yes, sir.
Unless you're married.
It's just not happening. I'm sorry. Like we would have had to been years in before. I'm just
playing. Your money is our money, baby. We in this together.
Okay. Well,
next topic.
Needless to say, we wouldn't have got swindled.
Yeah, if you know they was having some fire dick, had to have been. But lately, it seemed like the Twitter world, the social media world, dick videos and pics are dropping. Like,
yes, keep your dicks to yourself, fellas. For real.
Okay, wait a minute. Y'all speaking too soon. Don't speak for me. I'm not a part of that delegation. I don't mind when celebrity dick pics get dropped because, you know,
if you Hitman holla, then holla.
I mean, if nobody is fucking with Hitman at this point, if you not coming like Hitman, you shouldn't come at all. That's pretty much what I'm gonna say. But talking about the latest dick pics, so we have Nelly and Little Fizz. So with Nelly, it's like all this talk about size.
Yeah, they was putting that man in the Vienna sausage can. His shit was not that little.
He's definitely not a brown to serve. He's very girthy. Like he got, you know what I'm saying? He
it was just short. You know?
Yeah, it's not even that short. It's like it's probably like a good 5 to 6 inches. I would give him that. It's probably like 5 to 6.
Yeah, 5.5 for sure.
It's hella girthy. What I'm saying is, if you got some girth, it's something to work with. So yeah,
I just feel like because a long dick that's mad skinny, I'm all set with that. So
it's giving pencil.
No, I just like everybody got all this all messed up. Like everybody swear everybody got these 12-inch, you know.
Right. It's okay to have a mediocre penis.
And
do you know how to use it?
I think he was average. I think he's average.
I think he was average. So here's the other thing that there was a lot of complaints about: the moaning. I'm sorry, if I'm giving you some fire head or I'm throwing it back, I want to hear you. Who want to have sex with?
I need to hear you.
Like what? I'm gonna think I'm trash. If you're not making no noise, if you're not saying my name, I need to hear the moaning. I want to hear, ooh, Mia, damn, ooh. I need to hear something. You cannot
feedback is definitely wanted.
Yeah, so I don't understand why everybody is at him about moaning. Like, especially women. I'm confused. Like, if y'all was watching a porno, do y'all want to hear a silent porno or you want to hear some noise?
Right, fellas, where y'all at in the comments? Like, I mean, what do y'all do if y'all getting some good head? Like, y'all moan? Like, what do y'all do? How do y'all let y'all shorties know? Like, what's up?
Because the feedback is mandatory. Like, I need something. If I don't hear my name at least once, I'm about to get up. It's over. Like, what am I doing?
I legit think it's like one of those things. You know the pick me bitches. I just feel like if the majority is saying, "Oh, we like it silent," so then everybody hop on that. Oh yeah, I don't want to hear him moan. That's so feminine. Like
Pablo said, he's going to cry and sing.
Yes, Pablo took the crying and singing.
Because why you silent? Why are you quiet?
Right, and we need to know like what's the good moves that we doing. Right. Should we keep doing this? And we need to add some hand motions, a little more. Let me stop. Okay.
No, don't stop. I'm just saying. I think it's whack for the.
That's what I need to hear right there.
So then the last part of the Nelly, a slight moan. Oh, Andre said a slight moan, but I ain't saying your name. Bro, if you're not saying my name, you're not gonna get this.
Oh, why not? No, that's so unfair because when y'all not getting it. Y'all want your name, y'all want to hear your name.
Listen, if you're not saying my name at some point during the session,
it's a problem.
It's a dub. First of all, I'm gonna be thinking you fucking mad women because you can't keep up with the names. Like, why you ain't saying the name? But secondly, I'm gonna think you're right over here, so I'm all set.
Not during Love Day. Not during Love Day. We're not saying they fucking hella bitches. We're not gonna do that.
Okay, well,
it's the love show.
You don't gotta say my name, but you better make some noises, something shit. Mm-mm.
Oh, y'all bugging. I love to hear my name. I just
men don't moan, we grunt. What?
But okay,
so nobody want to hear no grunts.
So the last part of the Nelly video is the fact that he said he accidentally, like he said it happened a while ago, and then he accidentally posted it. So how do y'all feel about being recorded? Because stuff like that is like why it's a red flag. If we recording, it's on my phone. I'm keeping it because you niggas is messy. Like I can't.
Right? Yeah. Don't record me on your phone, but niggas be doing that shit on the sneak tip. I can't I don't even really want to record on my phone, but if we do, it's definitely got to be on my phone.
See, this is why I'm saying we get the voyeurism out. If we just go to a sex club and we got a crowd and there's no phones, nobody's recording.
You in a sex club?
Yo, you in the sex girl?
I'm kind of feeling judged.
Did somebody find me at a sex club?
Not anywhere near here though.
Suggestions, not around here. You know, we like to go out.
What's the cap about? You don't start your shit for real. We not capping. We talking about recording. Like we talking about the Nelly video. We're getting recorded.
This might be something that we all agree on. If you're going to record, women do it on your phone.
Yes, do it on your phone and don't send it to them. Y'all could watch it together.
I don't know his name, L something. You gotta check out our last
That's Spades,
episode.
girl.
Who?
The Spades.
Oh,
The
okay.
stunner.
Spades.
Yeah.
Listen, you gotta check out our previous episode to understand the sex club talk, but we might get there again at the end of this episode. It's something I'm pushing for. Manifestation. But
I
anyways,
think you're gonna freeze up when you get put on the spot. I don't know.
Yeah.
You gonna perform?
and I'm gonna give him the pep talk before we go.
Okay, so let me ask you. Okay, so you at the sex club. Everybody's about to watch. What you fucking or you sucking dick? Like what you doing?
I mean, I'm definitely gonna start by sucking dick. Like I
Okay.
You're doing the whole show.
Yeah, it's full throttle. Y'all getting everything that happens. But I'm gonna start by sucking dick, and before we get in there, I'm gonna tell him, nigga, when I suck your dick, make sure you say my name. I need that. So we gotta have this prep talk before we get there, so that everybody knows.
Oh my God!
Everybody knows what type of time we're in. Because here's the thing: if you're watching somebody have sex, you can't really tell how good it is. You only know by the interaction between the two of them.
The reactions, right?
Yeah, if you're not hyping it up, what we doing it for? And then once the crowd be like, oh shit, you see people out there might start doing something too, it's gonna turn everything up. But I digress. We're not gonna get into my sex club talk because
she could talk about this shit for hours and hours and hours.
But anyways, our last hot topic, which is kind of like fake news, but not really, is the Biden crack pipe. So it's not necessarily crack pipes that they're handing out, but they are giving out grants to different communities to help with making drug use safer. So they have like safe houses where you could come and you can use your drugs. They're giving you clean syringes. And if you OD, then they have nurses on staff available to give you whatever it is that they give you to bring you back. So I feel like that's cool and all, but 30 mil is OD. Like there are so many other programs,
other things, other research
in that could change the trajectory before we even get to the drug use. So I feel like the money is being thrown around because now drug use is looked at as a white people issue. When black people was using crack, it was nothing they were concerned about. But now that it's more spread out through all of the communities, now it's the issue. Oh, the opioid crisis is so huge, and we got to start charging people for killing people if they give them some opioids that cause them to OD. And it's like, y'all doing all of this, but when are y'all gonna make it safe for people to sell drugs? If it's okay for people to use and you giving them a safe outlet to use, where is a safe outlet like The Wire for people to sell drugs? Like this is where I have a problem with the whole system of that. But how do you guys feel?
I feel like it's definitely still epidemic with this drug use in general, and 30 million really isn't a lot to combat how bad it is. If 30 million is a lot of money to throw out there, but if you compare it to the drug use, the drug overdoses, and all of that, it's nowhere near we'll be able to take care of or even help the problem. But my issue is what you're saying is that you're going to arrest the guy that gave it to the person, and then the person can come to your safe house and use it. Like that doesn't make any sense to me at all.
That part.
I say start with the youth. They need to bring back programs like DARE and stuff like that. Because it's really a lot of these young kids that's fucking on these pills and stuff, and it's really sad.
It's definitely sad, but I just feel like you can't do one and not do the other. You can't say, oh, here's a safe space to use drugs, but oh, if you sold them to them, I can give you life in prison. Like it's crazy to me.
Yeah, exactly. But the problem is people are going to do drugs.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. If they're gonna do drugs, that means somebody got to be able to sell it to them. So if somebody got to sell it to them, and you're gonna make it safe for one, make it safe for all.
You either need to make it illegal. I think it's just not a very rational solution. Like if you are coming to use an illegal drug that someone's getting arrested for, why aren't you getting arrested? Why aren't you like you're doing something illegal? And I'm saying, oh, it's okay, and just come to this safe house. That's not going to end it. It's going to make it worse.
I agree.
Like I can overdose, but if I go to the safe house, they'll bring me back. Like
and I can go again.
I'm looking at the comments. Mimi said that's why drug dealers say that they use drugs to the judge, and that is why.
Yeah, because then they're not going to get the same type of sentence that they would if they were actually the drug dealers. So it's just crazy. And we really got to do more to advocate for different things to happen, because somebody out here advocating for these safe houses. So we need to be advocating for a safe house to hustle from. That's just how I feel.
That's one of the things I miss about not being back in my hometown, like being a part of the community and I think people need to step out more instead of using their fingers and actually see what's going on and see how they can help or see who they need to call, instead of just hopping on social media. I can't wait to actually jump into that in Raleigh. Like, it's important.
That's never going to happen.
All right. Well, guys, our main topics is Valentine's Day.
Love Day.
And
I know single people are like, fuck Valentine's Day. It's all about Valentine's. But I mean, we're here for Valentine's.
I'm lying. I always have a good Valentine's Day. I'm capping.
We know.
I've been doing this since the
people want to know. The people want to know, how's your abstinence journey going?
Please do tell.
Oh, it's over.
No,
I don't see none of that in the comments. So let's move along to the next topic. Valentine's Day.
That was sent to my DM.
But
Valentine's Day. Who do you think Valentine's Day is about? Is it about the couple in general, so the guy and the girl? Is it about just the woman being showered with love that day? Is it about you showering your man? Like, how are y'all carrying y'all Valentine's Day?
Let me tell y'all, listen, viewers, I tried to go into the archives and find what these two little heifers said 5 years ago when we was doing Girls Talk.
I got it.
And I'm just going to ask them, can y'all please repeat what y'all said 5 years ago before you say what you say today?
Treese, you go first.
I don't remember.
Okay, Mia, you go.
All right. Well, I said I do give a gift, but it's like a little, just a little something, the gift that gives to both of us, like some lingerie, or you know what I'm saying? We can go get massages, but again, it's a couples massage. So I like to give gifts that benefit the both of us on Valentine's Day. And you want me to say what I do now, or we
about 5 Where you at now?
All right. So now I feel like I'm not about to decorate no hotel room or do all of that for no man. It's just not happening. But I do think that men need to feel desired, honored, and appreciated in a relationship. So I will show some type of appreciation. I'll probably get you a bottle of cologne and some pussy. And probably a meal. Like, we can have a nice little vibe, but the gift giving is gonna probably be capped at like some cologne, or like I said, a massage or something like that. Like, I don't think it's a day where you got to go spend mad money. I don't believe in that. I don't either. So I think something thoughtful, like a massage, or something thoughtful, like a new scent that I may like to smell on you when we go out. Like, all of those things are good things. So that's where I'm at now.
Trees. I think your 5 year and your current year are the same.
I mean, I'm not getting you nothing for Valentine's Day. Like, you could give me something, that's cool. But I mean, I'm just not doing that. Like, so last year I was thinking the year before that, I will say I did get him a gift, but it was like something that he like needed. So it was just like a 2-for-1 type of thing. Like, okay, he was a barber, so I got him some clippers because somebody has stole his clippers. But other than that, it's like, yeah, we could go out, we can have a good time, like even maybe create the vibe, like decorate or something like that, like at the hotel. Yeah. But yeah,
you decorate the hotel.
I even will get you a nice card, but I'm not buying you nothing for Valentine's Day.
But wait, you gonna book a hotel and decorate it? Is that what I heard?
No, she said they can go to the hotel. She said they can go.
Right. If it's a trip. Yeah, like when I was engaged, we went like on a little trip. We went to like Atlantic City or something like that for Valentine's Day one year.
But I'm talking about sponsored by you. We're specifically
right. You're saying what you would do.
Show up, show out, put on a show.
And there
I
you
don't
have
know
it.
if
I'm not like these other bitches. I don't just suck dick on the holidays, Valentine's Day. It's a lot of couples that's like that. They only get their dick sucked on
Yeah,
Valentine's
that's
Day or on
true.
their birthday. You know, it's always lit over here. So I'm not doing all of that.
Oh, heavy flex. That's why you're
Okay.
not abstaining now, bitch. Anyway.
Whole fucking fact.
First of all, I'm trying to figure out why
You knew
Will
that
is
was
in your
cat.
pockets because he like, oh, it's not like you don't got it. Here's the thing.
Dang.
He's definitely in your pockets. I mean, do he do your taxes? I'm trying to figure it
I
out.
don't know how he know that. What you
Well,
talking
I know.
about?
I said 5 years ago, I was all for show out for the man.
Mhm.
Like,
Oh,
and I
really?
didn't want to a separation then. But
Right.
just who I am as a person, I'm like, I want my gifts are always thoughtful, birthdays, holidays, whatever. So I'm always like, show
Yeah,
out for the
she is
man.
a hopeless romantic,
I
guys.
am, it sucks. But now I'm like, I think Valentine's Day is for women. Like, it's very, I just can't. I'm in between you and Mia. That's what I'm saying. I'm in between you and Mia. I'm in between y'all two. Like, I'm
Okay.
gonna just show up and show out, but then I'm gonna get something. I'm gonna do something.
Yeah, a little.
Okay.
I just feel like
A little
a
something,
little
something.
light something is sufficient. We
Yeah.
don't have a lot of comments about whether or not they're here for that too. So I think they agree with us. It's really more about women at the end of the day.
I know someone has said, when I had posted it, like, ladies, are you buying your men gifts for Valentine's Day? Some men were like, chocolates and flowers, like no man should be even accepting that or looking
Why
for
would you do
anything
that?
like that. So
But I mean, have you ever gotten a man flowers? That just kind of threw me for a loop. Like I don't
I've
even.
never gotten a man
It's never crossed my
flowers.
mind.
Giving sweets.
I've done like a chocolate chip bouquet where it's like flowers, but it's chocolate chip cookies. And it
Okay,
comes
that's
in like a flower
interesting.
box. I've done something like that before.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even really. I might get you some strawberries. I just feel like what man wants some flowers? I don't.
Yeah, I don't think a man wants some flowers, but ladies, do something different though. Like show up at the job
With
with
a trench
a
on,
jacket on.
With a trench on with nothing
and then
underneath.
y'all go to the bathroom.
You know what I
For
mean?
real.
I
Hop in
definitely
the
think
V
that.
on break.
I think if
Mm-mm.
so. Here's my advice, ladies. If you're not getting a gift and you're just giving your body as the gift, wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? Like make it be something pretty. Get some new lingerie. Set the vibe. Have a nice playlist that's lit going. Like don't just do the same thing y'all do every day where he look at you,
Right.
you look at him, and then you turn over to the right and y'all fucking. Like, you know what I'm saying? Make it a little bit more exciting, spice it up a little bit. But that can still be a good enough gift. Like y'all could try a new position, pull something out of the sex books like, oh, we never did this before. Let's try this tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are ways to spice it up, but at the end of the day, I don't feel like Valentine's Day it's just not a man's holiday.
No, I
Sorry,
agree.
fellas.
I agree.
Yeah.
But ladies, we still should put in some effort because they're the people that we like a little bit. So show them a little bit.
That's your man. You gonna stick beside him.
You know what I'm saying? A little
Okay.
bit.
Come to the fuck Valentine's Day party. Period.
Where is it? I'm trying to pull up.
At Mimi House.
Oh, catch you guys next year.
And I
So
wish I could hop into the back seat and go.
No, girl. Have a seat, please.
all right. So speaking of Valentine's Day and it being on a Monday, I feel like the fact that it's on a Monday makes it very easy for people who have side pieces to make your side piece feel good. Because here's the thing. If you're taking your side piece out on the weekend, it's not really like giving, oh, I'm the side piece. It's giving like, oh, we got to work on Monday. So I'm taking you out before work. We don't want to catch that crowd. So I think that if you get taken out the day before Valentine's Day this year, being that Valentine's Day is on a Monday, I feel like if you get your gifts and you get taken out and you get your time before, it's like you're a high level side piece.
Damn.
Because you get in weekend time. I'm just saying, weekend time is not really for the side pieces. You know what I'm saying? That man got to be home with his main joint on the weekend because she off too. unless
Right.
he flashes or something. But at the end of the day, most people are spending the weekend with their families. So if he getting you your gifts and y'all going out to dinner or doing whatever the day before this particular year, I feel like you're top tier side piece. As opposed to if you gotta wait till Tuesday, when everything half price, when the chocolates are 75% off, when the bears is damn near free, when the flowers are picked over, it's a hell. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference.
That's so terrible.
I'm just saying it's a difference between the day before and the day after. I'm just saying if you gotta wait till the day after, it's giving half off. It's
You're still
giving.
if you're the side, you're still the day after, because the day before we're celebrating on the 13th. Valentine's Day is on Monday. It ain't shit I want to do on a Monday, and I'm gonna have to go to work. And the funniest shit is the meme that said Valentine's Day is on Monday. Please don't fuck my nigga while I'm at work.
Yikes.
So it's almost like if he fuck with you on a Tuesday, drop that nigga.
All I'm saying is
Yeah, if you don't
it's
get taken
somewhere
out this weekend or on Monday, you're the side bitch. Period.
Wait, what happened if you get taken out
If
on
you
Monday?
don't get taken out this weekend or on Monday,
Oh.
you're a slide.
Okay. So the consensus is if you gotta get taken out the day after Valentine's Day, you're definitely like slide.
And you cut that nigga off. Like you ain't even a side. You just like a booty call. Like cut that nigga off if he wait till Tuesday.
I hope that is not any of our viewers having to wait until Tuesday.
It's
But I
gonna be
mean,
me.
at least you still
Not
get
because I'm a side.
at least you still get something says. But yeah, that's the consensus. It's definitely gonna have to be before Valentine's Day or on Valentine's Day.
What are you ladies doing for Valentine's Day?
I'll be clocking in at the office.
You know my shit's long distance, so I'll be clocking in at the office.
And, you know, I don't.
Me too.
Hopefully, I get surprised with some nice things. You know, like some edible arrangements.
Do ladies still be sending shit to themselves at work?
Oh, who does? That's big time.
You muffled, Mia. You're like muffled.
I am.
Yeah.
But I hope are y'all still sitting around? Like if y'all were in relationships, would y'all be sitting around and wanting something to come to the job, or you can wait till you get home? I was always one who I want the show. Like
I do. I want y'all to bring the shit to my desk and everybody be like, oh
all
my
of that.
gosh.
Right.
Come up to the front. There's something here for you. Oh, it is.
Yeah,
Like,
I definitely want the show. So I definitely want you to send me something to my job, which is what I'm saying. Like, even if you decide this Valentine's Day is like perfect because you can still have something sent. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can still get your love shown.
Yeah. It's not really. I feel like nobody here for Valentine's Day this year. They're not really saying nothing about Valentine's Day.
Well,
we got a comment. Yeah, go ahead. Read it. Mia, read it.
Yeah, Will Murray says, since when the mashed potatoes, corn, and rice get entree treatment? I mean, that's the point. You know, like we're trying to advocate for people to not be sides because you don't like this type of treatment. It's all fun and games being a sneaky link until the holidays roll around.
Yes,
and you gotta sit with this shit and you gotta watch. You know, it's different.
But this is also how they started getting this type of treatment, because before, if you were a side, you were every now and again he called, he just came to the house late at night, went back, y'all never did nothing. Now they taking these side pieces on trips, they going out to dinner. It may be like in Buffalo or something, but you know, they still like taking them out and they allowing them to like take pictures and shit. Like they feel like they somebody, and they don't realize they mashed potatoes, corn, and asparagus. Like, get it together.
Yeah, it's a lot of sides getting main treatment, and that's just really where the whole game got messed up at.
Yeah, that's I agree. Exactly I think it's a very blurred line now between sides and mains. Like, you know, it's very blurred. Because at this point, I feel like they love them all. So,
definitely.
Yeah. All right. Well, that takes us to our next topic. Are women loved unconditionally and men are loved under the conditions of what they can provide and what they can do financially and sexually? Or is everybody just loved on conditions? Like, what do you think?
I believe that this is like one of my favorite debates to get into. Men genuinely feel like they're not loved unconditionally. Like they feel like if they're not doing everything all the time, then they're not loved. And that's such a bullshit, because when a woman loves a man, she becomes home, she becomes secretary, she becomes travel agent, she becomes everything for that man that she loves, and there is no condition to it. She just
Say
loves
that
it.
shit.
But men, for some reason, got it in their head like, nah, like unless I have this and do this all the time. No, we're definitely have standards. So if we're fucking with you, you know what you should be doing. Now, if you fall off, we're not like we out. That's not true. It's usually because of a bunch of different reasons. But men believe that shit wholeheartedly.
Trace, what's your take?
I think that initially as women we have that type of love for men, but as we get older and we go through things, it does become conditional. At least for me anyway. I'm not doing all of that for a guy. I'm not like building you up and all of that other stuff. I just personally had bad experiences with that. So I can see why men think that. I think when you get to a certain level, then you need to have certain expectations. And yeah, love someone unconditionally that deserves that. That's my take on it.
But we're saying, like, what if you're in that relationship? It's not like somebody you in it, you've been building, and
Mm-hmm.
you love him. You love your man. Like that's your man. You love him. But you're saying you still have conditions. Once you love somebody, you still
Well,
have
here's my
conditions.
thing, right? I think everybody is loved on conditions. I think men love women on conditions, on the condition that you are being my secretary, on the condition that you are being my porn star, on the condition that you are, you know what I'm saying? So I don't even think it's a women get unconditional love. I think we like to believe that, but the reality is it's all conditional. I don't think that we're in the era of unconditional love. Point
Mm,
blank period.
that's
Everybody has
Mm,
these conditions. If they didn't, then it wouldn't even be this thought of polyamory. People wouldn't be getting cheated on like they do. Families wouldn't be getting broken up every day, because unconditional means under any condition. So I don't
I
think
just think
either
you
one.
won't know that until you go through some shit.
You
That's
won't
when
know
you
what.
know. You won't know if you're being loved unconditionally until you go through some shit. Get sick, go broke, and see where that person is at and how they treat you. You just really don't
I feel
know.
like in general, even to get to that point, even to get into a relationship, there are conditions. We like to guise it under something else, but it's a condition. If a man got to have a car for you to even
mhm.
entertain him, that's a condition. So you're still, when you fall in love, it's still based on those previous
But
conditions
you
that you
didn't love
required.
him because of that condition. You didn't love him because of his car. You didn't love him
But
because
my
of his
point was, you
offer.
weren't gonna love him if he didn't, because you wouldn't have even dated him. So the
Right.
point
So
is, it's
we're
still
talking
kind of
about
based on
when
that
you're in
condition.
love. Like you have your conditions, you have your standards when you meet that person. All those are met. Set that aside. All that is met. Now you're in love with this person. You have conditions to the love that you're giving him. Like it's you kicked her out.
Mia just dropped for some reason. She'll probably come back in. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like it really depends. It really depends. But let me
So
add Mia back in.
it's almost like, has anyone really loved before? Because it just seems like maybe that word is thrown around.
Oh
Like
my god,
maybe
Mia
people
won't let me
just
let you back in.
really
Okay,
like
here we go.
people a lot. Maybe it's just not love. Like we really like people, but it's not love.
I just feel like we don't know what unconditional love is.
I
I
just
think we use that a lot and it sounds cute, but we
mhm.
really don't know that, because if we loved unconditionally, we wouldn't be hurt by some of the things we're hurt by when you're in relationships with people, because your love is unconditional. I love you beyond anything. We do not have that type of love in us. It would be great if we did, but I cannot say I have that. I'm sorry. My shit comes with some conditions. Period. Because if certain things don't happen, I'm out.
But it's also all right. You can love someone unconditionally, but that doesn't mean if they treating you like shit or they beating your ass, you still have to stay. That's not unconditionally.
But that kind of is. That means under any condition, you're still down. That's my take on unconditional. I think the only person who give an unconditional love is God, and I'm not there. So I
Let's
don't
go
got
to the comments. So
Mhm.
Melanin, who's to me, says only people loved unconditionally is your children. For some, that also comes with conditions. I
exactly.
can agree with that. And Dre said, "What is in love? You're asking versus just love,
Like, right. Like, I love them or I'm in love
like
with them.
agape love."
Right. Like,
I don't
this
know
is
why me keep getting dropped off, but
Corinthians. I ain't even gonna front with you, Dre. I don't know what's in that. First
right,
Corinthians
you
1
can
through
go ahead
13.
and drop that in the
So yeah,
comments.
go ahead, drop that in the comments. We don't know.
I do
God
think
know my
that
heart. God
I
knows
think
my heart.
it takes longer for a man to fall in love, but I
Mhm.
think when they actually do decide to fall in love with you, it is more unconditional with a man. Like I feel like it's so much they would do for you, but it just takes them so much longer to get there. That's
Right.
been my experience with men.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Like women, we fall faster. So it's
And
like a
why
little bit
is
different.
that? Why we be tripping over our feet like that so fast? I don't know. I know why. I'm a Cancer.
Yeah, y'all have the biggest hearts. Like any cancer unknown is like y'all hearts is outside of y'all bodies. So
Right.
it's very true. But
We
yeah, I
gotta
don't
start
know.
doing
It's
that,
like easier for women to fall in love or faster, but with men it takes more time. I feel like they're trying to find out certain things, certain qualities, certain aspects, certain characters of you, whereas women, we kind of overlook things. We're going by the things that they're saying and not by the things that they're doing. And we get caught up a lot of times with that. So I think as women, we need to try to take more time to get to know guys and not fall in love as fast.
Yeah, because the Tinder swindler, you end up on Tinder swindler.
Yeah, you will.
So you fall in love quick. Like,
guys, I got the Teddy Riley going on this week.
Yes, Melanin, I agree. They hold it in. It's like they do have feelings, but they won't show you. They won't tell you. Like they hold it back. I don't know. It's just so much harder for them to be emotional and vulnerable with you.
right. You muted, Mia. You muted. There you go. Nope, you just muted yourself back. There you
There
go.
she goes.
I'm like, wait, what?
Okay.
All right, catch me up. I don't know. I've been gone for a couple minutes.
We're talking about men. We feel like men, it takes them longer to fall in love than women.
But when they do fall in love, they fall in
It's a
love.
lot harder. It's a
They
lot.
do. They do. They fall in love for real.
Yes.
I mean, I told y'all before how I feel about men. They got hurt in the 6th grade and they carry that hurt for a long time.
I can agree with that.
The first girl they ever really loved, you know what I'm saying? They did something to hurt them and then they just hold on to that. Or they may have some hurt from their mom that they hold on to for a long time. They don't know how to let it go. So I do feel like men, they love harder when they do love you, but
Yes.
I feel like they also have more conditions as well. So
Yeah. We are scared to be hurt, Dre said.
And Will said men tend to move on effort given. So you feel like men are actually more into looking at what the women are doing instead of what they're saying. Because what I was saying earlier, me before you got dropped off, was that I feel like with us as women, we get caught up on the things that men say and not the things that they're actually doing. And that's how we end up and fucked up.
Thus, we have the Tinder swindler. Melanin said that men seem to move on a point system subconsciously. So once they feel like you reached all your points, they may show you their feelings and may the best woman win. And I do agree. Again, I feel like men want you to do all these things to prove yourself. And then after they feel like you've done that, oh, okay, now it's lit. I could be a little more vulnerable with you. I could show you a little more of my love. I could do a little more of that. And I think that it's a disadvantage for us because we come in ready to give our all. We come in ready to love you. We're naturally nurturing. And then we got to do all of this shit before you start giving us some love back. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
We gotta start putting these niggas on probation.
Yes, fall back, ladies.
You know what I'm saying? Like they do us a trial period, 30-day trial.
Yes, get them their trial
Yeah,
run.
because that makes us go after them longer. And so I'm not gonna lie, I have these like I don't know, I don't want to call it power struggles, but I have these back and forth struggles, I feel like, with men, because it's like in the beginning they're like ignoring me, so I'm like, oh, let me fight for his love, let me fight for his attention, maybe doing things more than I would normally do. And so when we get down the line, they're gonna be like, where was all that energy at, what you was doing in the beginning? But it was because you was playing with me. So it's just like, yeah, like, can we just, if we really like each other, can we just have a mutual agreement on this? Can we move forward? Like, can we not play these back and forth childish games?
My motto is don't introduce me to a vibe you cannot maintain.
Period. Period. And that's, listen, that's how we talking about the Tinder swindler, but we
Say that
run
again.
so many of them.
Absolutely.
Because a man is show you something, he taking you on dates, he taking you out, he wilding and dining you, and then that's just in the beginning till you give up the yams. After y'all start smashing on the regular, you like, damn, can I go on a date again? All we getting is Applebee's to go. Like, what's up? So I just feel like the vibe definitely changes at a certain point, and don't do that. Like, keep up whatever you introduce me to, point blank, period, or be prepared to possibly lose me.
And ladies, do the same, Treese. Ladies, do the same. Maintain that vibe, that energy.
Make sure you still give a head on the expressway. Andre says, so you wear yourself out in the beginning. Is that a question or a statement? Because I feel like that's what men want you to do. Wear yourself out in the beginning to prove yourself. But that's the point. We ain't trying to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
So
It has to be balanced for me. Like before, because of one of the things I had to learn, because previously I hadn't had many relationships. Well, shit, I didn't really have any relationships. I never really dated. And when I started dating, I was just being me. But I had to realize I had to dial that back, because what was happening was it wasn't balancing itself out. Like,
right.
you have to give what they're showing you as well and match it up. Or one person to feel like they're being taken advantage of.
my motto moving forward in life is everything got to be equally yoked. So you don't got to do what I'm doing for you, but you have to be able to. If you can't give me what I'm giving you, then what we here for?
Right.
Amen. Amen. I had to learn that lesson the hard way. I felt like, I guess when I was younger, I didn't really understand what that meant. But it was like, I presented certain guys, and, family or friends was like, what, bitch, what are you doing? Like, y'all not equally yoked. Y'all not compatible. Like, that's just never going to work. And I'm just like I was looking at what they were doing for me personally. Yeah. And it was just like looking at it, stepping back. It's like, yeah, like I can't be with somebody that's really like not on my level.
On your same level. Yeah. I just want to make a disclaimer. Anybody watching, I got my lashes done today and I have an allergic reaction every time. So that's why my eye is like bloodshot red.
I can't really tell.
Oh, good. Because
Yes,
I'm
you
giving.
can.
Yeah, they look good.
Not Shanice.
What's the question, Dre?
Never.
All right. So we have one more topic before we get into our hot seats. So I hope y'all got your questions ready. We did have a few entries already, but
Let me go get my fan. I'll be right back.
she already hot. Damn.
Right. Like she anticipating the
Are you already hot?
like Jesus.
So the next topic is, what's the difference between being sensual and being sexual? Shanice, you can kind of take
Please
over
let
with
me
this
try
one.
to. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, please, because I didn't understand.
So what I am trying to understand, right, is that a person can be sexual. Like you can look at them and like, oh, not sexual, be sexy, but not sexual. And I was so confused until like somebody told me, they was like, yeah, you sexy, but when I try to be sexy, I'm not sexy. And I was like, what does that mean? Like you're not really sexual, but you're sensual. And I'm like, well, what the fuck? So I was trying to get like clarification, but what it is that your natural, you have your natural sexiness. I feel like women can be naturally sexy. They walk in, confident women, they walk in, they own it, they look sexy. But then if you try to come in and act like that, it doesn't match up. I don't believe that. Do y'all think like if if you
Well,
sexy,
It's
that's
a
a whole
difference.
nother
It reminds me
question.
of Aisha Curry. Like some people are just like
right.
exude sexiness, confidence. Like it's just natural. Like honestly, me, I wish I could like tone that shit down off myself because it comes with certain things that's annoying. But some people like have to like overcompensate for or do things because they're just not like they don't exude that confidence or that sexiness. Like
Yeah,
So
it's
nothing
I'm
about Aisha Curry
wait.
is sexy to me.
Wait a minute. Y'all gotta help me still understand because I still don't know what we talking difference because y'all saying sexy and sexual, but I thought the question was sensual
sensual, not
versus
sexual.
sexual. I
I
mean
think
sexy.
sensual
So
and sexual is kind I'm mixing intertwining the two because I feel like they're kind of the same, sensual and sexual.
so then the question is not what's the difference? I want to make sure I understand what we're actually saying.
Right. Is there a difference between sexy and sexual sensual? Mm-hmm.
You know what? Honestly, I don't know. I'm gonna let the men or the people because I have no. I'm still confused on this. So maybe I just
Well,
don't
Aisha
exude
Curry.
sexiness.
Aisha Curry, do you get sexy in any aspect of her? Like in any aspect of Aisha Curry?
No.
No, but so then is the next question: do I get sensual vibes from her?
Right. Like, yeah, I guess. You don't get nothing from her.
I mean, because I'm not into women, so I feel like I don't get anything. Rihanna, okay, boom. I guess you got to give me somebody who I could visualize it with. So Rihanna,
Yeah.
I feel like is naturally she's sexy.
Right.
Whatever she does, it exudes sexualness. But I guess my idea of sensual is different because
What's your idea of sensual?
my idea of sensual is more intimate. It's more of an act versus sexy can just be, damn, your eyes are sexy, or there's something about you innately that's sexy.
Mm-hmm.
Sensual to me, I do believe is more of an act. Not like you're putting on a show act, but it's more of a physical act to be sensual. So I think that is different. And I think that some women, yeah, you could walk in a room, you're gonna turn heads, people look at you, and your body is physically sexy, or just your attitude, your demeanor, everything about you is sexy, period. Because you could be not even having a bang in his body and you're just sexy.
So
Like
sexy. Mm-hmm.
there's something about
Right.
you that's sexy, but to me, sensuality is an act. Like it's something that you're
Very
doing. It's
intimate.
yeah, it's more of like how I'm about to turn you on with my sexiness.
Right.
So I think that's the difference. And I don't know how this question was posed to you, but I feel like women are sexy online, right? And then they do all this, they compose, they take all these banging pictures online, then they get in front of you. They don't have no
And they
sensuality.
choke.
And they running from the D.
Put
They
that
they,
in there. Thank you.
they run it from the D. They don't
Drake
have any
dropped the
sensuality.
definition, I think, in the comments of sensual.
So, like Mia was saying, the definition is like intimacy,
Right. It's more of an act.
the
So I
sexual.
do feel like you can have one and not have the other. So if
Yeah.
that was the question, I do feel like because there's a plenty of girls you can look at online and you like, damn, she's sexy. Just because she know how to pose, she know how to powder her lips, she know how to
Right.
clear her ass,
Know
she
how
know
to
how
hit
to
them
do all the things.
angles.
Right.
Right.
She know how to do all those things that look sexy. But then when it's time to be sensual, she's
She's not.
lacking.
And
She's
you get
not really.
around her in person and it's like blah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Melanin said sensuality is heightening of one's senses. It's making somebody intrigued. So you can
Right.
pull them in with the actual sexy vibes, but when they get there, how are you exuding that? How are you putting that on for them so that
Right.
they know what it is?
So, so it wasn't sex sensual. It was so I'm very sexual. I mean, sexy, sensual, but I don't know how to actually do it is what it was. Like I don't know how whenever I try to be sexy, it comes off very awkward. So I have a natural sexiness is what it was.
Gotcha.
Because
Okay.
I will tell y'all, like I've done the show up at the door in like
And then when you
the
get there, your
heels
ass
and the
being
trench coat,
goofy.
and then it's like I'll be like I'll start giggling or something like Like, Shanice, you gotta grow up. Like, just ruin the mood. But
So your ass is silly. Got you.
done those things.
Or just a little like sexually awkward.
I'm yeah, like y'all want to see my sexy face?
No.
I'm gonna give y'all my sexy face. Swear to God, I can't do it. So yeah, I can't do that. But
I got mine down packed.
Right. We get on the FaceTime and it's lit. Like, no.
Not y'all got your whole little sexy face.
I know exactly how I'm gonna part my lips. Like,
well, like I should be like taking pictures or something.
Bro, I'm weak.
No, I
can't. All right.
Myself that serious.
So
we got a comment. Personality and character will always outweigh looks. Looks will get you attention, but personality keeps it.
Period.
Agree. 1,000%.
So, you guys have said you don't really know a lot about us. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some of you may have been here 5 years ago when we first started Girl Talk, and some of you may be new now. So we decided to let y'all put us in the hot
seat. If you don't stop fanning yourself.
Now I see the sweat marks already. But so we're gonna let you guys put us in the hot seat and ask us questions. There are some limitations because we just may not answer it. It may not be none of your business, but we do want you to get to know us and to be engaged and to feel like you know where we're coming from. Even before we get into the questions, we'll do like a brief introduction for, again, people who may not know us.
Yes.
So I'm Mia. I am soon to be a divorcee. I am not divorced yet. I was married for 11 years before I got separated. 3 kids came out of my marriage. I am now back entering into the dating world, which is different. I'm dating now as a mom, now as a divorcee. So all of these things come with it, and it's a new time for me, but I'm still all about having a great time, living my life. And yeah, that's where I'm at with it.
Trees, you up?
So, yes, I'm Latrice. I'm single, and I've been single and not in a relationship for about a year and a half. You know, it's a little bit different for me. Like, I don't have kids. I've always lived my life on my own terms. I do whatever I want to do when I want to do it. I'll move here. I'll go there. I'll go out of town when I feel like it. So dating for me is a little bit different. Also, you know, I don't know if many people know this about me, but I have an eye condition where, you know, I can't see at night. So that complicates dating for me as well. So it's, you know, it's a lot. But when we did this before, I was in a relationship and I feel so much more free, you know, doing the show this time. I don't have to worry about the comments, the this, the that while doing the show. But I'm happy to be here and, you know, I'm going to answer y'all questions or try anyway.
That part.
Most of them, I kind of got an internal bet with myself. Mia gonna skip 2 and Tree's gonna skip like most all of them. Like, any questions posed in the comments, Mia gonna skip 2 and Tree's gonna skip like all of them. That's internally what I'm thinking.
And how many you skipping, sis?
You right. Open book, sis. I'm answering all of them, Johns. All of them. Okay,
girl, we gonna see.
You know, and Shanice, your backstory before.
So I am Shanice. I am divorced, mother of 3, and I'm also a bonus mom to 3. 5 years ago, I was going through a separation when we was doing this, and the crazier part about me is that I didn't have many relationships. I had an ex-husband and a baby daddy who was my relationships, and so starting to date after everything was so different for me because I never really dated in real life. So it's been an interesting time, and I was having fun.
Yeah, now you back on lock, clink clink.
No,
and so
I got a question. Oh, Lord. Sorry, I'm putting y'all in the hot seat real quick.
Oh shoot.
Okay, so you know, Shanice, you were separated and then you got into the dating world. You really, you know, were fresh to it, never really dated. It was with your baby daddy, with your husband. Mia, you were, you know, with your husband since what, like 20? right?
Yeah, I was 20 turning 21. Yeah.
Do you guys
I'm
feel
only
like you
30 though, y'all.
experienced
It's like, no.
did you guys experience your whole phase yet?
Um,
Man, I can never have a whole phase. Like I be falling in love or they be falling in love and then it'd be like I am one of those women who once I'm into that person, I'm not dating like a zillion other people. Like I don't really have a
I
whole
mean,
phase.
I guess if you could call like wilding out as a teenager, but I don't even really think. I just feel like, I didn't even know what I was doing for real, so I can't really say. But if you count like teenage years, then I would say, yeah, I had a little whole phase, I guess. I
I
don't,
think she was were you talking about after our like separations and stuff? Did we have whole phases and stuff? Or like in life in general?
I was talking about after, but I know Mia, you're still in the midst of yours, so that don't really count.
yeah, I haven't gotten there yet. Like,
In the midst of your separation, that's
no,
phase.
I haven't. So,
No. And you know how crazy my that was, like some of the shows and some of the stories I had about how that shit was going. I ain't have time. That
yeah.
shit was yeah.
Yeah. So no, not quite. So one of the questions that was submitted for us for the hot seat was, how do we feel about being in a polyamorous or a polygamous relationship? So just to clarify and give definitions, polygamy or a polygamous relationship is when you're married to multiple people. Generally, it's the man having multiple wives, multiple families. They may live together all in one place, or they may not. But it's usually the man is the one who has multiple partners. There's no intersexual activity between them. It's more of a marriage thing, and usually for a religious reason. Polyamory is just everybody has multiple partners or has the decision if they want to have multiple partners. Um, and y'all could do stuff together. Y'all could do stuff. I think really with polyamory, it's more together. So you usually like invite someone.
Like they all live together?
I don't know if they all live together, but they like all like date and have sex with each other. It's this guy I used to follow on Clubhouse, and he is like super well versed on polyamory. So I'm gonna reach out to him and see if we can have him on the show at a later date. But just with the basic ideas, polygamous is usually you're being married, the man has multiple people. Polyamory is y'all can both have multiple people or another person or whatever. Would you be down? Shanice, you can go first.
I'm a selfish lover. So I feel like the crazier thing is when we talked about these topics, I had this conversation with my guy and was like, it wasn't so much polyamory, but it was like, say like 7 years down the line and we just want to go out on a date or hang out or want something fresh or whatever.
That's like a hall pass.
Like a hall pass. Like,
Yeah.
would you be open to that? And we both kind of like, because even though I don't come off, I may come off as real nonchalant. I be jealous as fuck. All right. And so I can't see him being with somebody else. But if you're going to do it, I think we both should be able to do it.
So if you did it, you would be leaning more towards polyamory.
Yeah.
Okay. Trace.
I think I'm all set. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe I should be more open-minded to it because I need my space, and sometimes, I really don't want to be bothered. So it's like, call her up on her days and get on her line and ask her to do this, that, and the third for you. But in real life, could I really go for it or be with it? I don't think so. Like, I think I would be in my feelings. I don't know. I'm a lot to deal with. You don't need multiple chicks fucking with me. I just give you a different wig, a different mood. I'm a Gemini, so I'm a different person every few days. So you don't need to have multiple chicks fucking with me.
Okay, so my take, right? If you would have asked me 5 years ago, oh hell no, I'm not with no polyamory. I don't want to share. But now where I'm at, I feel like most of us have been in a polyamorous situation anyway.
Involuntarily, exactly.
Involuntarily, we have been in a polyamorous situation. So am I so against it? Because, I'm a little bit older. I've experienced life a little bit more. And I really just keep thinking, like, is it more natural for us to be monogamous, or are we fighting against our natural state to push this monogamy thing, right? So
Yeah.
I have kittens, and they a little ghetto. They brother and sister, but they got different moms. So they came from two different litters, but they're still brother and sister, right? And it's a boy and a girl.
Mm-hmm.
The girl is in heat. So she walked around the house, tooting her ass up, rubbing up on her brother, and we like, ew, that's her brother. I'm like, well, she's in heat. All she know is she trying to bust it open and get pregnant. So it doesn't matter that that's her brother. She's, her natural instinct is at this point right now, this is what I need to do. So
Mm-hmm.
I say that to say, I feel like men more than women, they have this natural instinct to soy their oats, which is why men could have 30 women pregnant and we can only be pregnant by one man. So I sometimes am starting to believe it's harder for a man to control that urge. Not saying I don't want him to, but I feel like it's harder for a man to control that urge to not just be out here and to just be monogamous, as opposed to, you know what, we coming into this situation, you can do you, or however y'all set it up, because I don't think it could just be you do you. Like I said, I feel like the idea of polyamory is more like we introduce people and it's like this whole dynamic of us all together. But I just think it's not as natural as we believe to be with one person, and when you feeling kind of in heat, to only just be in heat with one person. That's what we all want, because I think we've become accustomed to feeling this ownership over people. But is it really realistic? Is it
Yeah.
really natural?
It's really not. I've had this conversation with a lot of men, and they do feel like they are going against their natural urges being with one woman. And some are okay with it, but more men than not say to me that they feel like they are.
So am I just in la la land? Because one thing, like you and Mia have said a couple times, like, call up her, like, I'm tired, like, I don't want to be around you all the time. Or
Right.
call up her. Is it, I believe that it's possible that you with the person, you don't feel like you ever feel that way with them. Like, I never want that man out of my sight. Like, he might annoy me, he might whatever,
Oh, you in
but
love, sis.
It's year 1 or 2. Holla
Yeah,
at me.
and y'all never lived together or nothing like that. You're gonna get those moments, but when it's, I'm trying to tell you, I've been in a long distance relationship before, and you remember me. I was so head over heels in love, hopping my ass on the road every chance I can get. What? Fuck that. I'm moving, actually. Period. And then
Relocate like a motherfucker.
we moved in together, and it was just a little bit different. Like, just stupid things was happening. I remember one time I was laying on him on the couch, and one of my friends texted me this dude's profile that was locked up that we knew, and he was in jail. And so stuff like this didn't really happen back then. Now it's like whatever. And so she was just sending me his profile, like, look who got a Facebook page that's in jail. And he was buff. He didn't have no shirt on. And I pulled it up, and he was behind me, and he seen it. He was about to move out. I'm crying. I'm stressed out. So it's like, it's different when y'all live together. So, enjoy this honeymoon period and check back in with the glow gang when y'all move in.
Like, girl, you been married before. You know you was ready to tap out and be like, girl, go be with her.
I feel like,
go be with her.
But I also feel like that we were incompatible in so many ways, to where that's where that comes into play. But when it's like your person, right?
So you're leading right into our next hot seat question. Last week we talked about options and how every woman, even though it's not just a woman, everybody has options. So how do you determine who's the standout amongst your options? What qualities or what things do they do that make them, you're dating two people and it's kind of dwindling down where you gotta offer some exclusivity to one of the two of them?
Mm-hmm.
What makes the other person pop out at you and you're like, I'm gonna choose you?
I think for me it was consistency, and just like when you're with that person, it's so natural. Like y'all know me. Like I wasn't looking for nothing. I wasn't nothing. I had just moved. Like I was so focused on everything and anything else. Like it wasn't like, oh, I want a nigga. I need a nigga. Whatever. I was focused on so much other shit, and then it just so naturally happened with that one person to where it was like, all right, well, got to start weeding back from the other ones because now it's starting to feel forced when I'm with them. Because when I'm with them, I'm thinking about, damn, I could be laughing and joking and doing X, Y, and Z with.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
gotta be consistent
Well,
too, though.
consistency is for you.
Definitely.
Mimi in the comments said, "Who's ever more aggressive?" I just feel like it's whoever you just naturally vibe with. To me, you date people who are kind of already in alignment with what you like.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of got those out of the way. But is the vibe natural? Can you make me laugh? Can I be silly with you when you get silly back? Or are you always serious? Or, can we have like some inside jokes between the two of us? It's really like more of those things. And then it is about who's applying pressure because yeah, you like me, but what you doing? Show me you like me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
what exactly
Right.
are you doing to make yourself a standout? So I think it's you putting yourself in a position to stand out. And then also us just having a vibe. Like, I know that word is kind of oversaturated, but it's when you have a vibe with somebody, you just know, like, y'all fucking
Yeah.
vibe. Like,
Right.
it's
You
Right.
cool.
can't fake chemistry. Like
Exactly.
either you have it or you don't. But sometimes we have a chemistry with still the wrong person. So for me, it's like that's important. And I say this a lot and I really mean it. Like I really do look for a gangster and a gentleman because yes, every woman wants to feel protected. But for me, life is a little bit different. Like I have to feel safe around you. Like I got to be able to know that you're going to hold my hand and make sure that I'm good, make sure that I can see in the dark, and you're not going to get into no crazy wild shit popping off at the mouth and shit like that at night. Like I can't mess with rah rah wild type of dudes because now my life is in danger. Like, so for me, it's like I got to feel safe with you. It's definitely got to be a chemistry. It's got to be a vibe. And, we got to want like the same things out of life.
That is the key part. We have to we have to be on the same trajectory. We have to have a common goal. I mean, we don't have to necessarily be into the same thing exactly, but we have to have a common goal. I feel like that was one of the things that became an issue within my marriage is like, we didn't want the same thing anymore. So we started out in our 20s where, things were in alignment with each other, but then as the years went by, I wanted something different than he wanted. And if you don't want the same stuff, it's unfortunately not going to work out. So
Right.
it's definitely about that. We want you guys in the comments to either drop your hot seat questions or let us know that you want to hop on a live with us and ask us your hot seat question, and we can send you the link so you can join us. Please let us know. So the other hot seat question that we got was, say you're in a situationship with somebody, whether y'all just having sex, y'all dating or whatever, and then one of you decide, 2 years later, it was specific. The question was very specific. 2 years later, one of you decide that you no longer just want to be in a situationship. You want to go to the next level. If the other person is like, oh, nah, like I'm good with how we were, are they wrong for feeling that way? Or are you wrong, or whoever is the other person wrong for trying to change how their situation was set up?
So essentially, they're saying once you get placed in that box and you try and get out of that box, who's wrong?
Right. The person who don't want you to get out of the box, or you for wanting to
Or
get out.
you for wanting to climb? It's like the friend zone. To me, I feel like once you put yourself in a situationship or side chick or whatever, and you place yourself in that box, that's your box, bro, sis. Like that's your box. Now, if naturally it happens, like I guess naturally it wouldn't happen unless somebody said something, huh?
That's what I'm saying. You have kind of
Yeah, you have to have those conversations. You can never assume.
and this is where it takes us back
Yeah.
to episode 1. I feel like everything always goes back to
Terms
episode
and
1. Terms
conditions.
and fucking
Yeah.
conditions.
Yeah.
Because you can update your contract. You have a job. When they offer you a raise or they offer you a new position, you can either accept or decline.
Right.
And you know
And
what I'm saying?
nobody's
We're
wrong.
updating.
But can
We're
you ever
updating.
be successfully upgraded from a side piece to a main.
Well, it wasn't necessarily side. It was just like, oh, it was nothing
Situation.
serious. Like, we're not anything serious, but oh, now I want to be serious. So I feel like it's not, I don't think anybody's wrong. You're not wrong for wanting to advocate for wanting more. And the other person is not wrong for saying, you know what, I'm all set on more. Here's my thing. Just say what needs to be said. If the conversation is brought to you and this person wants more and you don't want that, then say that so they can move on or not. You know what I'm saying? That's where the problem usually comes in. People don't want to have the conversations or don't want to be honest in those conversations because they don't want to lose you. Because if I tell you, nah, I don't want to be in a relationship, I want you to just still be my sneaky link, and the other person's like, I don't want to be a sneaky link anymore. You don't want to lose that sneaky link. So you don't want to say that. But it's just like at some point you gotta be a woman or man about your shit and say what needs to be said.
Yeah.
I think it depends on why you want to move it from what it was to what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really just depends on
the why doesn't really matter though, because the question is asking who's wrong. Like, the why don't really matter. I don't think anyone's wrong.
Yeah, no one's ever wrong.
So Rashard said in the comments, that's like being proposed to and she says no, does he stay? I mean, it depends on why she said no.
Right.
Like, did she say no because right now where you are, I don't want to marry you, or I don't want to marry you, period? Because a no could just mean not right now.
Not right now.
Right. And a lot of times guys, you know, not to put it on the guys, but guys jump out the window doing stuff like that because they did some fucked up shit or they did something wrong. So it's like, was the proposal really genuine or
perfect? Right.
Yeah.
That part.
Which
all right, I don't see any hot seat questions popping up.
Our hot seat was real cool. I love it.
I'm happy for it.
Listen, y'all got like another 5 to 6 minutes to drop some hot seat questions before we move on to the next segment of the show. Andre asked, does that mean a relationship is over? Again, that goes back to the person. So if this person is saying, I want to be in a relationship with you, and the other person is saying, I don't want to be in a relationship with you, it's on the person who wants more to decide, are you going to keep accepting less or are you going to go get more? I would say for me, if I'm the person who is wanting more from a situation and I'm not getting it, it seduces for me. Like, I'm not, if I know I want more, that's like staying at a job and you feel like you deserve a bigger salary. Are you going to stay there? Or are you going to put your resume out and see and go where they're going to give you more? You're going to go where they're going to give you.
Many people do out of comfortability.
Yeah, well, no.
Are you having that conversation though? A lot of times I feel like women aren't really checking in with who they fucking with. They just move along and then in their head they come up with their own conclusions and they actually never had a conversation. I've heard so many women say, I was with such and such, but to them they like, I was just fucking such and such. Like, where'd she get that from?
Right.
So, you know, when you're not getting what you want, are you having that conversation? Like, listen, I'm here, you're here. How do we get here?
A lot of times people don't have those conversations though because they scared to hear the truth or
they don't really want to walk away.
That's the thing. Most people don't really want to hear the truth, but if you know you want more, you got to advocate for yourself. So if when you advocate, you're still not getting more, that's on you to make a decision that's best for you. Like I said, if I'm at a job and I'm asking you for more money because I know I'm worth more money, and you're like, not yet, maybe in a year, I'm going to put my resume out there because I know that I have the qualities to receive more. And just because you don't see it doesn't mean another company is not going to give me what I'm worth. So that's the same thing in a relationship. Just because you don't see the worth and the value in me doesn't mean that somebody else isn't. So why would I keep shortchanging myself and waiting around for you to one day be like, oh yeah, now I see.
But I think so many times that happens with women where they don't say anything. They just stay stuck in these situationships. And then they'll turn around and he'll go wife the next chick and do all of the stuff with them that you always wanted them to do with you because you didn't open your mouth or you didn't stand up for yourself or you didn't just leave and get what you wanted.
When it comes to women, some women, I feel like they're immature in the communication department. Like they're independent. They come with so much to the table, but when it comes to advocate, like you said, advocating or even communicative about what they want. They're very immature in that aspect.
Okay, communicative. I can't even say
Communicative.
it.
London said
Word of the day.
sometimes people sign up for situations they're really not comfortable with and then want to switch it up later. You got to own it and make the best decision for you.
That's a very good point.
That's a fact.
I
That's
agree.
definitely a good point.
And Dre once said, Shanice, in your relationship, did you establish that y'all are in a relationship, or just because they stay the night there every night, you figured you were in a relationship? So, like, how did you transition into being together? Like, how did that play out?
Mia, what was yours? He started fucking me raw. No, I'm just
I said what I said last week.
That's when y'all became in a relationship. Y'all had to talk about it. Stop.
And no, for real though, like, no, I had a very real conversation with myself first. Like, I feel like a man, if you fucking with like a real man, he has different levels of needs that sometimes they have multiple women for. Sexual, hanging out, this one is funny, this is whatever. So I had to ask myself when I was ready to get into this relationship, am I ready to be all those women? Like, I handle all of that. Once I had that talk with myself, I talked to him and I was like, yo, what you need, what we need to move to the next step. Like, I want to be all those women just for you. Let me know what we doing here. And so I had a whole talk. We had a whole talk.
Do you think like that's something that you should do in a dating stage? Like, let somebody know I'm dating with the intention of getting in a relationship? Or do you think you just wait until that naturally comes up?
I legit was not dating to get into a relationship. Like, I had moved, whatever. And it was just like, when I come into town, we might see each other, we might fuck with each other. And then over time, like, I just started noticing this. When I wake up, this is who I want to talk to. Throughout the day, this is who I want to call. Oh, I need to make sure he get down here. Like, it was always something. So then it was like, all right, let me, and I even feel like I told him, like, okay, like, this is, I feel like this is going somewhere. This is doing something. Are you here with me? Because if not, y'all know me. Like, I'll jump all the way in. So if not, let me know so I can step back. Like, it was definitely
But so do you think in dating you should have that conversation up front, or do what you did, wait until you start getting the feels and then have it? Because I do feel like at a certain age you should be dating with some type of intention. So do you assume that the other person is as well, or do you just put it all up front?
No. I waited until like I knew that's what I wanted. And
So
then
you
I
don't
had
think
that
you should
conversation.
disclose that in the beginning?
Yeah. No, Dre, I did answer it. I said we talked, we had a discussion. I had a discussion with myself first, and then I talked to him, and we both was like, all right, it's us.
Treese,
Well,
what's your
London
stance
said, I
on
love y'all
dating?
discussions in the comments. I got to start tuning in.
Please
Yes,
do, and
every
share.
Wednesday, 8 p.m. Share the live. We appreciate the love.
All right, we got like a few more minutes on a hot seat question before Treese answers the follow up to a hot seat. If y'all don't drop them in the comments, I mean, it is what it is.
What's the follow up to the hot seat? What did I miss?
Do you think when you're dating, you should tell people up front whether or not you're looking for a relationship in the dating stage, or you wait until you feel like you want to be in one?
Yeah, I think once I feel moved to have that conversation that's what I want, then we'll talk about it. I guess it kind of goes back to, whether you should be dating in different mindsets. So like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm ready to be in a relationship again, and sometimes I don't. So it's like, should I still be dating or should I not? And I think I should.
I think you should not. I think you should not if the other person wants to be in a relationship. That's why I just kind of feel like it almost needs to be set up front, because if you're dating somebody and you're the other person who has no intention of being in a relationship, but they're ready to get married, so they putting all this time dating you, and they wasting their time.
G put in the comments, who is the freak out the crew? I'm pleading the fifth.
Oh, who we got?
What's a freak? What's a freak?
Who we got on the Anthony Hamilton Music Soul Child versus? I'm not gonna hold you. I rocks with Anthony Hamilton. Like, oh my gosh, his first album. Oh my gosh. But music got hits for hits for hits.
I think
So
he got more. Yeah.
If we going
I'm
hit
going
for
with
hit, my
music.
money is on Music Soul Child all day.
I'm going for the underdog because everybody going for music. So I'm gonna say Anthony Hamilton, even though I can't think of like one Anthony Hamilton song right now.
Oh, Alexa,
Really,
play I'm a
Charlene?
Man by Anthony Hamilton.
Stop.
Wait, who what was the collard greens? Collard
Now, hold on,
greens.
it's about to come on. Hang on, real quick. This is my shit by Anthony Hamilton.
Don't get our live band, please.
All right. Stop,
Alexa, turn off. Yeah, we can't do that.
Well,
But
Dre asks, what is dating? Dating is going on dates.
I mean, dating again, and it's different. So if you just going on dates and hanging out with the intention of getting smashed at the end, that's your level of dating. If you're dating with the intention of getting into a relationship, then you know what I'm saying? I think you need to have that up front. That's what I'm saying.
Dating is getting to know people. That's what I think dating is.
It is getting to know people. You date to see if you even want to entertain them on another level. That's true. That is exactly what dating is. Hey, Chi, you going with Anthony Hamilton? He gonna lose, boo. He gonna lose.
Dating starts the
Can
minute
you have
that
sex with your dates?
Dating starts the minute that you ask for the person's phone number.
I mean, men are usually the
you
ones
can
who
get blocked after that.
But a phone call, like y'all FaceTiming together, that could be a date. Like dating is
during quarantine, I did have some over the phone dates. We would like press play on the movie at the same time and watch the movie.
Oh my God, I did that before. It was so cute. That was literally like one of my favorite dates, honestly.
It was.
We had a virtual Netflix and chill.
Quarantine dating was kind of lit. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie. If you didn't have a bae during quarantine, you did miss out.
You did.
Shout out to the quarantine babe.
Word. Like, okay, so Dre said so you can have sex with your dates. Like, we hella grown. Like,
yeah, do what you want to do.
Whatever you want. Like,
period. Rashard says, is it okay
whoa.
Oh, you don't want me to ask the question.
Send me the link. I need him to get on the live because, G, what are you talking about?
I'll send him the link right now. Hang on.
Please elaborate. What do you mean?
He did not just drop that.
What does that mean?
He fishing. Like, what he think you fishing
for?
I
don't know. I have no idea.
She definitely ain't fishing for shit.
But yeah. Anyway, so is it okay for a woman? Oh no, we skipped that. Oh, can you have sex on your date? I feel like you can do whatever you feel like doing.
And this is unpopular opinion, and it's one of the things we go back and forth about. You can do whatever you want. I don't own you. You are allowed to do whatever it is that you want to do. Now, if I find out it's disrespectful to me or it's against our relationship or it's whatever, then you got to respect that you lost me. Like, I don't own you. You don't own me. And so if you feel like, even if you are in a relationship with me and you want to go do something else, all right, then bye. Like, I'm not going to chase you after that. And that's just how I've always been. Like, all right, well, we grown. I'm not your mom. I'm not holding your hand. Like,
that's why I don't look through phones. Like, stuff like that. It's like, listen, I don't own you. We grown. If it comes to me, I'm gonna let it come to me. But I'm not looking through no phones. You can make whatever decision you want.
Men are possessive. Like, they
say that shit.
Right. I don't know who needs to hear this, but my vagina belongs to me. Okay. Me.
Well, they don't think that. They think once they hit it raw, like I said, once you hit it raw, we go together. They think once you hit it raw, it's mine forever. And so I don't want it no more. Don't give it to nobody else. I mean, that's just like the real facts behind that. Men cannot handle the thought of you doing something sexual with somebody else when that's supposed to be y'all bond. You ever see all these little viral videos of women getting caught cheating? The first thing they say is, "Did you suck his dick?" Like, what? Like, it's like that little piece will take them all the way over the edge. Like, Oh my gosh, he sucked his dick.
I mean,
Crying
one
about
penis at a
something
time,
else,
though. For
though.
me, I can't. Like, yeah,
No,
like
no.
dating is not fucking multiple dudes at once. Like, I'm not doing that.
Exactly.
Like, that's gross.
Right.
I'm not
Amen.
doing that.
So one of the questions we got before we end the hot seat, one of the questions that we got was, if you're dating two people and you're fucking one of the two people, how is that a fair dating game for both two people involved?
Dating ain't fucking. Like, just because I'm dating you, that don't mean I'm supposed to sleep with you. Like, you didn't
Mimi
pass that
said,
first
mind
part
your
of the interview.
business.
There
They
are
do
interviews.
not equal sex.
Think of it in the sense of an interview, right? Two people come to the same interview.
Ding
He
dong.
just got invited to the second interview and you didn't.
Second round interviews via Zoom.
But we keeping your resume on file. We keeping your resume on file.
You might get called up, or you might.
That's a great analogy, sis. I'm loving every minute of it. I'm loving it.
Mimi said he got offered his benefit package right up front. Benefit started on day one.
The other one got the Dear John letter. We regret to inform you that
Regret to inform
you've
you.
not been selected to move forward to the next round of interviews.
Yes, Will. I am so hyped for Snowfall to come back. Like, I can't wait to see my bae Franklin on the screen with his sexual chocolate self. I'm here
Unpopular
for
opinion.
it.
I'm not a fan of Franklin in real life, but
You don't like him in real life?
mm-mm.
Don't do my bae.
He has the UK accent, right?
He does. I like it.
I want a bae.
I'm
Can
like,
you
well,
find a bae with a UK accent, please?
you said you want to find one?
That's what she
With
said.
a UK accent, preferably chocolate.
Let's
She
go to
wanted him to
London,
come say
babe.
he got the butter. I got the butter.
Preferably like a Cinder Swindler.
Yo, you play too much. All right, guys.
It's fine. Hey, cuz.
The hot seats. I hope you learn more about us. I hope that, next week. So we are gonna let like one hot seat question fly every week. It won't be like all of these, but we definitely want you to feel in tune with us. So we are at the point of the show where we shout out our Black business. Latrice, would you like to go first?
Y'all gonna have to double back on me. I didn't even think about mine this week yet.
Yay, you took my answer.
Not y'all know y'all Black business.
Go ahead, Mia.
And it's Black History Month. Trees, we down bad.
Okay, I can't breathe. So, my Black business this week is Raina the Mobile Spa. She has.
That was mine. But go
Bitch,
ahead.
you lied.
Y'all doing
Shout out to Raina. Shout out to the Mobile Spa crew. I've like been fucking with Raina since she was literally the mobile spa, like pulling up to my house, pulling out her bed and doing everything at that point. So to see her growth and to see her now have a staff, like I'm super proud of her. She's super bossed up and she keeps the cootie cat nice and wax clean. So
major key.
it's a major key. If you want to get waxed, if you want to get lasered, if you want to get microdermabrasion, I think she does that too. You can check out her website, The Rock Mobile Spa.
I think she does laser hair removal too.
Yeah, she's pretty lit. So that is my Black business. Shout out to Raina and the Mobile Spa and the whole crew.
All right. Well, I'll shout mine out. I'm gonna shout out my little sis, Naija Nashay, on the lashes and the brows. If you want to get those done, hit her up. She's Naija Nashay on IG and on Facebook. Get your lashes right.
Oh, was she down here or up there?
She's in Rochester.
Damn. Can I get somebody in Raleigh? Like,
I'm the last person in Raleigh.
Your Black business does not have to be in Rochester.
No, I know. No, I'm saying I need a
last
person.
Oh, you need
in Raleigh because these sucker people here, boy. I'm trying to find her website because I got my Black business.
Okay.
So go to the next, and I'll double back.
Ain't no next. This is not last week when they were
Right.
shouting out everybody. Like they shouting out the whole Rochester.
Nobody can
Matter of
get
fact,
I know,
since
they
we doing
was.
shout out to Big Dre Cuts, 370 Hudson
That's
Avenue.
right.
Shout out to Andre Scott.
Ladies, fellas, did y'all go get y'all 3 free personal trainings from Jay
For
Andre?
real, go get those.
Yeah, Code Glow Gang.
Yes.
Kelvin, do not come for my bestie. We not
Please
here for that,
don't.
okay?
I was in the hot seat, so yeah. You missed it, so you don't get to ask no questions.
You can't come back now. No comebacks.
Too late,
so mine is
boo.
gonna be the skincare Stay True. Her website is alwaysstaytrue.com. True is just TRU. It's a skincare line. My cousin
Always stay
Kyra.
true.
Alwaysstaytrue.com.
Okay, that sounds lit. I might have to look into that.
Yes.
I do have a second black business. It's called Nina's Skin on IG. I got like some facial soap from them, some yoni soap, and like she's really dope. She makes it all natural. She's black, so she's catering to black people's skin. Make sure y'all check her out, Nina Sky on IG. I'm sure that's probably on Facebook too, but I don't have a Facebook. So oh yeah, I did. So Max, it's called Moss Tings, sea moss. Sea moss is like the big wave right now. So if you're trying to get some sea moss, trying to get that in your body every day, y'all heard last week, fellas, it helps with the libido.
What does it taste like?
I would suggest getting a flavor.
Some infuse it with flavors because it does have a funny like taste, like a sea salt type of taste to me.
It tastes very CE, if that's a word. Yeah. So get a flavor if you can, but definitely shout out to Moss Ting Sea Moss. I will shout him out next week properly, but just so we was doing extras so Shanice could get ready. But what's heavy on your playlist, sis? So it's Valentine's Day coming up, and I love Sammy anyway. So heavy on my playlist is Pussy Cry. It's Sammy's new single. You got to check it out. It's really fire.
I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna drop my V-Day playlist for everybody, or maybe I should just tell people to hit me up that want it. What y'all think?
No, drop that junk.
Drop that shit. Don't be a hater.
Because you do have the major playlist. Like, if you want your party or whatever popping, Patrice on the aux cord. Like, give her the Bluetooth. Put her on. Put her in, coach. Put her in.
Period.
Yeah, so I'm gonna drop the V-Day playlist. All right.
Well, what's heavy on your playlist this week?
I don't know. I was listening to some old Bobby V that I was like, damn, I didn't really know I really was feeling some of the Bobby V like this. Because he used to get on my nerves back in the day. Yeah.
I'll have to check it out. Put it on the playlist.
Got you.
Definitely. So, Corday.
Okay, I know who that is.
I knew nothing about him at all, and just been rolling through them all. So, like, I'm a new love fan, especially Chronicles. That song right here, you gotta listen to that song. It's pretty dope.
What song?
Chronicles.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know I was about to tell Alexa, but I don't want her in our business. All right, guys. So this is the end of our show. We appreciate you rocking with us. We love y'all, how y'all fuck with us and how we fuck with y'all back. Come back every week and fuck with the Glow Gang. It's Girl Talk, the podcast. We're still working on our outro. If anybody wants to hop in here and help us, we're still working on this outro. Next week, we will be back with a special guest. Shanice, has that been confirmed or? Okay. We'll talk about that backstage.
Hit the group text, like, oh, I remember.
Okay, Anime, Ike is bringing his ass on the show.
So, and I need to tell y'all, Valentine's Day, please wrap it up. We don't need no more Scorpios out here.
Scorpios are definitely hella toxic. So don't put them more out here, okay?
Enjoy Valentine's Day. We here at the Glow Gang love So
whether you celebrating Valentine's Day on Sunday, Monday,
not
or
Tuesday, my bitches.
Tuesday.
Not Tuesday. Don't stand for it on Tuesday.
No, don't, sis.
But happy Valentine's Day, happy Black History Month. But it is always Black History over here because we
Amen.
rock with us. We are for us. Don't forget it. But yeah, tune in next week. We'll have a special guest. We'll be back with more hot topics. It's always something going on, so you know it's always something to talk about. And we will pretty much have a male guest on at least twice a month because we do enjoy your perspective. This is not the She Hates Men Club over here. We love
At
you
all.
guys. So we want your perspective. This is how conversations help change things. We got to have different perspectives put out there. So until next time, it's the
Ooh.
hit him with the wink. Hit him with the wink.
Ooh.
We out.
Peace.